Everybody, Rackhamdar here. Welcome back to another episode of Road to King of Games. This is the series where I take a deck and climb the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links ranked ladder to hit the highest rank possible of King of Games, using a set of rules to make the deck budget friendly as possible. Basically, anything from a mini box is completely fair game no matter what. I do try my best to avoid going into more than 2 boxes regardless of the size, because of course that does make things a little more difficult. But mini boxes, if the deck does require, I will go to several different ones. The other requirement, big boxes, usually the deck must be self-contained with that. And then structure decks are also kind of fair game. This is a budget Road to King of Games, not a free-to-play. The idea is that you can do this with only investing no more than $10 for the most part. So that's I feel like that's kind of a little more reasonable to some degrees, because even though like I don't recommend spending money on this game, it's definitely not entirely worth it, but there are some elements that make it more simple and easier to kind of work through the process of things if you do spend just a little bit of money. And of course, if you spend a ton of money, the game becomes incredibly easy to build and all that such. So basically, I try my best to keep it more on the free-to-play side than on the, spend money side. But there are certain situations where it was just kind of necessary in order to make the deck work. And then I did make some minor exceptions depending on the deck. So I wanted to make Heroes work before Heroes work in one of my previous videos, so I did play a pretty expensive deck. So other than certain small things like that, we've been playing free-to-play stuff. And on my climb to King of Games so far, all of my videos have been a 20 card budget Shiranui deck. So everything has been capable without even considering spending money. Like, it's not just budget, but free-to-play friendly. So just keep that in mind. This is also, we are live now recording this on stream, twitch.tv/Rackhamdar. If you want to see any content live, be sure to follow the channel and check out my future streams. There will be in the description below the date of the next stream. I believe the next stream will likely be on Thursday the 23rd. And we'll probably just play a little bit, because I do think I can hit King of Games during this stream. We're actually at the start of this stream at Legend 3. You'll see this when we get into the gameplay. And so I do believe that by the end of it, we'll be able to do our stuff and manage to hit King of Games. So be sure to come in. We have a lot of fun. We do like to... We do a lot of theory crafting, just have a really good time talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And since I will be playing, or most likely reaching King of Games during this stream, the next stream will likely be including more viewer stuff, so that'll be a lot of fun. If that interests you, please check it out and follow. And we'll be doing some more League of Legends content in the future. League of Legends, what? We'll be doing more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content in the future, and then Legends of Runeterra is coming out soon as well, so that's about to be on the list for new content. So, with those introductions out of the way, let's talk about today's deck. This is the full power of Shiranui. Shiranui just recently got bumped to tier 1. That means it is one of the best decks in the entire game, and it is because of this so far. So, this is Spell Specialist Grass Looks Greener deck. Grass Looks Greener, for those who don't know, is one of the probably the best card the card trader has to offer. So this is a free card. You can obtain it easily from the card trader. If you have more cards in your deck than your opponent does, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard so you have the same number as your opponent. So if your opponent goes first as well, normally you just send about 12 cards depending on certain things, or 10 to 12 cards on your first turn, because you're going from 30 cards down to the 20 card limit, so you're going to at least get 10 as long as you don't draw anything from your deck. However, if your opponent goes first, there's a good chance that they may have done some searching, may have done some combos and plays to get more cards out of their deck, which makes it so that you mill even more. Now, Grasslook Screener is kind of insane. This is actually a banned card in the TCG, and I would not be surprised if they eventually hit it in this game. The game is only going to get more graveyard heavy. I feel like it's still Yu-Gi-Oh, so eventually they're going to get to that point. Shiranui's is just one of the few cases, or one of the early cases of that being a thing, where Shiranui's just have so many great graveyard effects that resolving Grass Looks Greener turns this deck into a really powerful, just monstrosity. So, we're going to be taking advantage of the skill Spell Specialist in order to draw this even more consistently. Spell Specialist is a skill, I think Yugi, we're going to be using Yugi, but I think Arcana might have it too. You have to correct me on that one. If your deck contains 5 or more spell cards with different names, you have improved chances of opening a spell card. And so, for example, here, that's 1, Galaxy Cyclone, 2, Gold Sarcophagus, 3, Grass Looks Greener, Enemy Controller, and World Legacy Clash. 5 different names. So that's all we need to run, and it should give us an improved chance at opening a spell card. And hopefully that improved chance gives us the Grass Looks Greener. I think there's like some hidden things where one of your card is 100% guaranteed to beat Grass Looks Greener, and then like your second card, I've been hearing like 50% chance to be a spell card, so it's even more improved chances. Just a all around great skill to make this even more consistent. It's just really powerful, really powerful. And the main reason that this becomes super strong is because Versioning Whirlflame is a card. This card is insane. We don't really care about the first effect because, of course, we don't have lava monsters. The main thing is the second card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 2 fire monsters from your graveyard to add it to your hand. And this is a counter trap card, so in the graveyard it has the it is a quick play effect, so you can do this on your opponent's turn. And so basically this makes it so that all of these effects can be activated on your opponent's turn, and it is just really insane to get that kind of stuff going off. And then because of Grass Looks Greener, you get some insane advantage into the graveyard, just giving you a huge powerhouse collection of plays that you can make. Do you want to banish the Solitaire to start getting monsters to the field? Banish the Squire to draw cards? You want to banish the Spirit Master to destroy your opponent's cards? You got your tuners that do their thing, and you have Samurai, a new one of the other Shiranui monsters that we haven't played yet. Like, there's just so much stuff that you can do once you resolve the Grass Looks Greener that it is honestly kind of insane. So that is kind of the main 2 cards that we're going to be focusing on. This is from a big box, but it is only a rare, so this is one of the reasons that I do believe it is kind of okay. It is from an older box, and unfortunately the box isn't super relevant when it comes to the other cards in that box, but again, it's only a rare, so it's a little bit more reasonable. That's why I'm showcasing it on this list, and that's why we're also going to drop Galaxy and Gold Sarcophagus. I really think Gold Sarcophagus should always be played in Shiranui's, at least with 1 copy. Gold Sarcophagus just really helps out the deck in various ways. You can basically activate one of your effects from your deck, which is pretty powerful, especially if you combo it with all of the stuff that you have going on already. So I would highly recommend at least getting this somehow. Maybe use your Dream Ticket. The most recent Dream Ticket can obtain it. I don't know if it'll be seen in other decks or not. It's a well-rounded card anyway. It's one of the best ways that I kind of figure out if a card is good or not is whether it's good in the TCG, because if it's good in the TCG in some capacity, then it has to be pretty solid in Duel Links. Gold Sarcophagus is currently limited to 1 due to the many different effects in the TCG, so eventually this will be even better. This is probably a pretty good investment. Cosmic Cyclone is your best investment, so if you're missing a copy of that, I would go for that instead. But anyway, this isn't a Dream Ticket video, this is a Shiranui Deck video. Just a couple of ideas to think about. Galaxy, so the rest of the deck is built to resolve, or to play around Grass Looks Greener. That's one of the reasons I threw Galaxy Cyclone in here, is because it can be activated in your graveyard. And that's another reason that we do have Gozuki. I'm gonna get rid of him, don't worry. More Gozuki makes this way more consistent and a lot better. When he gets sent to the graveyard, you can banish a zombie monster to special summon a zombie from your hand, which is really nice because it allows you to get some extra summons in order to start doing your synchro plays. And then, of course, it does banish a zombie, so you can activate your Shiranui effects. This deck just synergizes so well by sending stuff to the graveyard. And then if you have multiple copies, you can start sending stuff from your deck to the graveyard using its first effect. If you send a zombie type monster from your deck to the graveyard, you can send one zombie type monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can probably play Samurai Skull in sort of this... probably not. Gozuki isn't super necessary outside of his secondary ability. The reason that you run multiple copies of Gozuki is because you can use Gozuki to send another Gozuki to resolve his effect. So with one copy, it's not super great. Just there to hopefully pray that you get the grass mill into your graveyard. But if you have more copies of Gozuki, definitely throw him in this deck. He is definitely worth it. All right, so that is the Gozuki monster. We're going to get rid of him because this is going to be budget friendly. We're going to get rid of this. Part of me doesn't want to get rid of gold, but we'll probably get rid of it just for the sake of making this better. So we do have one monster to talk about that we haven't used before. This is Shiranui Samurai. During either player's turn, you can banish one zombie type monster from your graveyard, and this gains 600 attack. And then if it does, anytime you do battle with the monster, banish that card after damage calculation. So you would still get destroyed if you tried to suicide into it. But if if they're in defense position or you still have a stronger attack points, they'll get banished instead of sent to the graveyard. Pretty helpful for various reasons, such as dealing with some of the Dark Lord monsters. Just banish them; they can't recycle them. And this is the other main thing: this is during either player's turn. So if you resolve a grass looks greener, bam, you're all set to just resolve. To play Samurai. This makes your turn 1 plays so much stronger than they used to be. And then additionally, if he gets banished, you can add a Shiranui card, a Shiranui monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So that's really nice. Helps recycle a lot of your monsters and gets even more plays added to the into your stuff, into your arsenal. We are running a Bacon Saver because a deck that likes to put stuff in the graveyard, well, Bacon Saver is really nice in the graveyard. And this is another Shiranui monster. Basically, if you synchro summon with him and he goes to the graveyard, you can add a Shiranui card from your deck to your hand. Not super relevant, just kind of in here for a little bit of variety, so to speak. And then another main card that we'll be looking at is Nine-Tailed Fox. So Nine-Tailed Fox, the main reason that we run Nine-Tailed Fox is because right now we are in a very Floodgate heavy meta. So many decks right now are playing Floodgate Trap Hole, Paleozoic Canadia, many different things that can really just disrupt your plays, but also put stuff on your field and leave it there. So if you have if your opponent floodgates 2 of your monsters, that's only one zone you have to make things happen. Well, Nine-Tailed Fox from your graveyard contribute 2 monsters to special summon itself. This allows you to easily get rid of a field that has a bunch of face down monsters and more effectively deal with certain situations. So that's about it. We're playing a copy of Ultimate Providence. Basically helps negate stuff that your opponent wants to do, and also gets Burgeoning Whirlflame into the graveyard like we want. And then now we're going to kind of figure out how we want to approach the last 2 slots. We do need another spell, so we're going to make sure that we get another spell in here, and then we will kind of go from there. I do think that Cosmic Cyclone is still a really good card that you should consider. Actually, I think I'm going to run Dragon's Mirror, and we're going to run the dragon, the Necro Dragon. I think it's a pretty good card. I've been going back and forth with it. I actually reintroduced it to my I actually reintroduced it to my 20 card Shiranui build, basically just because you can get yourself a boss monster on the field even if your opponent floodgates them. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll run another copy of that, and then we can maybe do a Book of Moon. Yeah, I was thinking Book of Moon. Or not Book of Moon. Damn. Book of Moon isn't in this game. It's Book of Life. Where's Book of... Oh, Book of Life is super rare. There we go. I don't want to clog up the spells. Let's just run another Ultimate Providence. I think this is fine. Or, better yet... No, I think we'll run Ultimate Providence. I think this is good. This is good. This is going to be our build. Hello. Can you, like... give me a music that's not private? Thank you. Alright, so this will be the build. Ideally, similar to our other builds, you would have some more ultra rares, maybe even run Canadia, because Canadia can be activated from your graveyard. So I would recommend some various things like that. So let's go ahead and save it. Let's get in ourselves a few duels. Like I said, we're pretty close to King of Games. So I really wanted to create this video in order to show off this version of the deck because it is pretty popular and it is getting a lot of attention. Because it's getting more popular, just be aware that this deck is the deck people are looking to counter. People are running various cards to prevent Shiranuis from resolving their effects in the graveyard. People are playing Sealed Tombs quite a lot. People are trying to counter this deck. You might not see it as prominently in the this ranked ladder, but whenever the KC Cup comes around, just be aware that this will definitely be the deck to beat, and a lot of people are going to try to beat it. So, man, oh, I left Gold Sarcophagus in. Oopsie. I totally did not mean to do that. Well, now you'll get to see some of the power that Gold Sarcophagus has. We might just straight up crash this guy around. Let's see. Ultimate Providence. Let's go ahead and resolve grass. I think that's what we need to do. Run the grass looks greener. We did not resolve a Whirl Flame, so this is actually kind of problematic. Kind of problematic. We do have a copy of Samurai, and I think what we're going to do is now we get to see just the sheer power of Gold Sarcophagus. We can banish our copy of Samurai to add a yeah, so we can banish the copy of Samurai, and then we'll activate Samurai's effect in order to add this card to our hand. So man, Gold Sarcophagus is just so good in this deck. I would probably run more copies of it if I had them available. So no response to the back row. We're just going to immediately synchro into this guy. I'm probably going to resolve the Squire effect. That's what I'm looking for. So we're going to banish the... I think I want to banish the Squire. Alright, so we have tuners in the graveyard. We do have a level 2, so that's really, really good. I actually didn't pay attention to what tuners I had milled, which is probably a really bad thing. Ooh, actually, we're going to banish the Solitaire, and then we're going to resummon our Samurai. Is that Blackbird? Yeah, it's Blackbirds. So we're going to actually make some strong plays here. Yeah, so this is the power of Samurai. I think Samurai is definitely required. We're going to go ahead and throw this guy down and then set the Ultimate Providence in battle. And then now we get to use the Samurai in order to banish this card. No resummons for him. Wait. If this card is in your graveyard... I guess if this face-up card leaves the field, okay. Right. Well, we don't... We'll have the token. So now, like, we just have so many effects. And, like, even though we didn't get Burgeoning Whirlflame into our graveyard, the amount of plays that we get from this version of the deck is just so superior to the other version. If he activates an effect, I'm probably going to just Ultimate Providence it. So that's his normal summon. Nope. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I should have destroyed his tuner. But, I mean... can I damage step this? Battle step. So I can, I'm not sure if this is damage step. I want to make a test for it. There it is. Okay, damage step does work. So now we'll banish the Spirit Master. We're not going to negate, and then we will Spirit Master his tuner. And then he is locked into battle because we did wait for the damage step, and it banishes his card. This deck is wild. Holy crap. This deck is really crazy. Yeah, he's just going to scoop it up there. There's nothing he can do. There is a reason that they put this deck up to tier 1. If you resolve Grass is Greener, no matter, like, even if you don't have the Burgeoning Whirlflame in your graveyard, you just gain so much extra cards, so much extra advantage. I do want to drop the Gold Sarcophagus, simply to make it a little more budget friendly, as we mentioned. Will you be playing Legends of Runeterra? I will. I won't be able to play it until next week, but it's coming out in open beta, so open beta will enable like, I'm pretty sure it'll stay around. I'm pretty sure they said that they're not doing any more account wipes too, so I assume that means they're basically full releasing it. So yeah, we'll get rid of the Gold Sarcophagus. Makes me sad. I really like Gold Sarcophagus in this deck, as you saw there. Probably just do Book of Life here. Try to make it as budget friendly as possible. I do want to make it so that it's easy to build. This is probably the hardest card you'll have to obtain because you do have to go through a big box. Little side note, I am running 3 of the tuners for the level 2. Maybe run only 2 depending on how you want to do it. But yeah, this is a pretty nice deck. I would 100% run Gold Sarcophagus. And it's really not that expensive. Like, if you think about it compared to other cards that are really good. And if you use your Dream Ticket on it, that's pretty solid. I've actually considered getting a second copy with my Dream Ticket, but I'm going to wait for that one. So we have another match here. Another match. Seto Kaiba, my friend. Spell Specialist. Holy crap, dude. I think this is either bugged or this is like, because I think, holy crap, this is so consistent. Book of Life. Alright, so he's got a face down and that's it. Shiranui, that's the tuner. We just activate this and we mill 10 cards into our deck, and there it is, Burgeoning Whirlflame. This is going to ooh, this is kind of unfortunate. We don't have any copies of... We do not have copies of the Squire. Squire is pretty good, but I think I want to use the Samurai and the Solitaire. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to activate Whirlflame, banish the Samurai and the Solitaire. This will add to our hands, and we'll get to activate the Samurai's ability. And I think I want to add the level 4. And then we'll activate the Solitaire's ability to special summon Samurai back to the field. We're going to use Samurai in order to banish a card. So this is only 1,000 attack. I think we have a tuner in here, so we don't have to worry too much. And we do have Bacon Saver. So yeah. Ideally, I would probably... Oh, I think we'll do this. We'll banish the level 2, actually. Ooh, this is really nice. Yeah, we'll banish the level 2. Normal summon the level 3. Tribute the level 3. To special summon both of these cards. And then we'll Synchro into the 6. We don't want to get rid of... Holy crap, man. Even... Holy crap. We were about to just pop off. Like, the moment that people see this deck is getting a lot of hate. So I was about to synchro summon into the level 6. We were going to banish his card. I think he was playing Blue Eyes. We can actually check this real quick, just to double check. So he was playing Blue Eyes, and I believe if this card is in the graveyard. So I was going to banish this card, right? And I think this one, yeah, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. So no matter what he placed face down, we were going to banish it. And that was going to immediately just kind of turn off his plays. No Blue Eyes during the end phase, nothing of that nature. Holy crap, this deck is so good. This deck is so good. Just the amount of things you can do with it when you resolve Grass is Greener. Alright, we were playing against Ishizu. There's a 99% chance that she's playing Sealed Tombs. Thankfully, we're going first, but we didn't open into anything crazy. This is actually really bad opening. I'm probably going to Bacon Saver. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this can only special summon a Shiranui monster. I don't want to use the tuner in the great, like, I don't want to synchro with the tuner because then it's going to get banished. So I think we're just going to, this is going to be like the worst opening that we have done. But it'll be, I think it'll be alright. We'll see. There's a really high chance that he just seals Tombs. If he's playing Dark Magician, this is pretty bad. Playing Galaxy Cyclone. It's going to pop our back row. Pretty unfortunate there. Raker the Magical Warrior. I wonder what he's playing. Is he playing Ancient Gears without Crowler? He is. Sealed Tombs is just that effective, hey? I mean, that important. I mean, I guess I understand it. Okay, let's see. So, I'm gonna take that. I don't care about that. This card only works on spell and traps or monster effects. Okay, whew. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is okay. This is why I included the this card. So Dragon's Mirror, we're going to banish this guy. And then we're going to banish this guy. Spirit Master. Destroy the Reactor Dragon. Battle. Summon the token. Destroy the Breaker. There we go. So we... What is he playing? You lost your account for the 3rd time? Holy crap. What happened? People stealing? How did they steal? Are they stealing your accounts or something? Or you just like forget your password? Just forget the password. Shiranuis are really, really cheap though. So like if you're gonna build... both of the super rares, those are the most important. The ultra rare, you usually only run 1 copy, so I think the super rare is a little more important. And I think you want 3 copies of at least the Squire. Solitaire you can run 2 of, but ideally, depending on which version you're playing, 3 of each. Squire definitely you want 3 of. That card's really good. Alright, Dark Signer Carly. Win and she'll gain a rank. We're gonna have to stop that one. Gonna have to stop that one. Oh my god. And we have the Whirlflame. We have the Whirlflame and the Samurai Alright, so I think what I want to do is... So I don't think this is once per turn. It's not. So we're going to Whirl Flame, banish the Samurai, and then banish one of our Squires. Then we're going to Samurai. We're going to add the other Squire into our hand. And we're going to activate Squire to draw a card, discard a card. And we drew the Samurai. That is really good. So we'll discard the Whirl Flame. And then this Whirl Flame. Okay, there's a level 2 tuner. We don't have a Spirit Master. That's kind of a problem here. I think we're going to do this. Say yes. And then we will special summon the level 3 since we don't have it. Count data got erased. I think you can like link it with Konami or something like that, and that helps it. So we're going to synchro the level 7. And then I think I'm going to set this Whirl Flame. Activate this. So yes, the Whirl Flame is it's a quick effect, so you can activate it. Activate this, target a trap on the field and destroy it, and then activate Solitaire to bring forth the Samurai. And then I may or may not set this just to have it as a threat. And that's end our turn, because I don't think we'll need to use it. Whew. What a play. Strong play there. We have Bacon Saver, sort of. We can get the Bacon Saver. So there's the Cosmic Bait. That's kind of one of the reasons that I decided to do that. I really don't need that Book of Life. How many times did you get KoG? I haven't played in a while, so I actually haven't hit KoG in a while. When I played this game about a year and a half ago competitively, I would frequently get what's it called? I think I hit KoG like 5 times. Alright, so I think I did 5 in a row. Using Grass Greener, 20 card deck, I'm using 5,000 gems, calling it 2 super rare. Yeah, if you're... I do think that the 5 card, or the 20 card variation is definitely KoG worthy. He's going to Time Passage. I don't understand why you didn't do the Fortune Lady Light Banish combo. He's going to synchro a level 8 monster. What? Scrap Dragon. What? What? So he's gonna activate Scrap Dragon. Who is he targeting? Alright, so he's going to activate this. We're gonna just activate the Samurai effect to use it on the Squire. And then Squire is going to draw a card and discard the Bacon Saver. So now he can't kill our monster. Bacon Saver. Easy money. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Let's go. Alright, so we got the Spirit Master. Let's go ahead and activate the level 2 tuner. We'll target this. So what we're going to summon is Archfiend Zombie Skull. I don't think I talked about this during when I talked about the deck, but basically the special summoning from the graveyard doesn't actually matter. It literally just says special summon a zombie synchro monster. So even though he doesn't require, or he requires Plague Spreader, we do not have to consider the Plague Spreader, which is kind of crazy. So While Archfiend is on the field, all of our zombie monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. So this is very, very powerful. And I'm actually not really going to... I'm going to destroy his back row card before synchroing. So there's the Floodgate Trap Hole. Alright. So I'm not too sure if I can... So I can banish a zombie. I'm gonna activate this. And I can't target the one on my field. So we're actually going to banish this. Yes. Destroy a monster on the field. Destroy this. He doesn't do anything. Activate this. Activate this to tribute this. Special summon this. Special summon this. Let's go, let's go. 3,500 attack. Say no. Battle. And that's game. No. I don't want to activate that. This deck is just so powerful. Just so powerful. Deck is way too good. Alright, so that kind of shows off this deck. Once I hit Legend 5, I'll be recording another video in order to show off the final climb, which is probably really soon. But this is about it for this episode. If you're enjoying this kind of content, please, of course, leave a like, subscribe. It really means a lot to the channel. We're going to be doing much more Yu-Gi-Oh content, and of course Legends of Runeterra content coming in the future once that releases, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Later!